I would have to say that I get requests for book review videos quite often, and I don't do them quite enough. So today I gathered up some of our favorite books that we have discovered recently, and I want to share those with you. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. We are talking about books, and not just any books, books that are really good and have a purpose. So I wanted to gather some of the things that we have found recently that we've been enjoying. And of course, if you have some suggestions on great books, leave them down below in the comments because I would love to hear your suggestions. It's always great to have a lot of parent advice helping us out, especially when it comes to good books. If you're new around here, make sure to click subscribe to the Purple Alphabet. I would love it if you were part of our family. We do educational activities for kids and ideas and inspirations to learn through play. Say hi if you're new, and if you're not new, of course, say hi too. Tell me what's going on. I want to know. I love reading the comments. So let's get into my favorite books right now. I have several amazing books to show you, but before I do that, I owe you a winner for the HAP-A Toddler Kitchen giveaway. This was a cute little toddler kitchen set that was portable. It came with some pieces in it that you can do your own cooking, and it was just stinking cute. So if you see your name here, congratulations, you have won. You have 72 hours to respond to claim your prize, but if you didn't win, don't worry. I've got more giveaways coming, and they're good ones, so you're not going to miss that. When I asked you guys over on Instagram and here on YouTube to tell me your favorite book suggestions, ones that were unknown and unique, you guys came through. So I have a couple of those for you today. Plus, I asked my friends, and they gave me some really great suggestions too, so I can't wait to show you. This first one is called Spaghetti and a Hot Dog Bun. It was recommended to me, and it is stinking cute. It's about having the courage to be who you are. This lovely little girl who's on the cover is the main character in the story, and she learns that she is different and unique from other people. Culturally, physically, everything, she's just unique. She learns how to deal with it, and she also learns how to make good decisions and to treat people how she would like to be treated. So really, it's about doing the right thing and having the courage to do the right thing too. It's a really great heartwarming story that you can talk about differences that maybe your child may have from other children, because every child is different, right? This is a really cute story that I hadn't heard of before, so thank you for the suggestion. It is Spaghetti and a Hot Dog Bun. A lot of people recommended Usborne books, and I had a couple of votes for this particular series. This is called a Shine a Light book. So when you hold up the pages to light, it reveals hidden secrets about the story. This one I picked is for the space station because I have a daughter who likes space stations or anything about space. So it talks about all kinds of really cool things about the space station. And then these pages here, you hold them up to the light and it reveals some things behind them, like little hidden things that you can't see. Of course, it's hard for me to show on camera, but you guys recommended it. I thought I would try it out for a really unique kind of book to have. If your kids aren't into space or astronauts or anything like that, they had a whole other genres that were in the same series too. So you're bound to find one that would fit your kid. So this one worked just best for us. Basically, everybody was just saying anything Usborne. So another great brand to have. Some of my girlfriends recommended some great books that I don't have, so I thought I'd pull these up on Amazon to show you. These are really, really cute. This one is called The Rock and Roll Alphabet, and it is an ABC book with letters of the alphabet pointing to rock and roll star. So if you have a music fan in your house, this one is a definite must get for a baby. I also thought this would make a great gift for a baby shower or someone in your life who is having a baby. So learning your ABCs and learning about rock and roll at the same time. Also recommended to me from a friend was The Rad American Women A to Z, another alphabet book. It's rebels, trailblazers, and visionaries who shaped our history. So if you are wanting to teach your children about really important women in history, this book will do that. I'm going to put all of these into my Amazon store. So if you see a book you want to pick up or like or go back and check out, you just go to my Amazon affiliate store, go to the book list, and all of the books I'm mentioning here, plus some more that you guys have suggested, are going to be in that list. You can go right to them and check them out. This series was recommended. It is the Who Was book series, and the one I picked was the Who Was Dr. Seuss. These are chapter books, so these are probably more suited for second grade and up, and they're learning about these historic characters in a story form. Now, if you don't want Dr. Seuss, they had other ones. I think I saw Mr. Rogers. I think I might have seen Harriet Tubman, other historical icons throughout all of time, but just a different take on history and learning. I thought this series is pretty well done. I'm going to put a couple of these into my Amazon store so you can kind of get an idea, but they had a ton of options and a ton of choices. I did like that they had illustrations in here and that they were in the chapter book form. And the price on this one isn't bad either. This one was $5.99. I might even got it for a little bit less on Amazon. Another recommendation is The Invisible String. This is a really stinking cute book with all the illustrations. Basically what we're learning is that we have an invisible string made with love connecting everybody that we love in our life, so our family. So these two little characters in the book learn that they have this invisible string with their mother, even through the most outrageous situations, anywhere, anytime. They are attached through this invisible string. It's a really cute, heartwarming story. So if you're looking for a good bedtime read, this one is definitely a good one. The Invisible String, that you can feel anywhere you go. My pick for this video is this one because my kids have really, really liked it. It's What Should Danny Do? If you haven't tried this, it's very familiar if you have seen the Choose Your Own Adventure books, because that's essentially what this one is. There are 9 stories in here, 9 possible stories, and you read it and it's about making choices. So Danny goes through his day and he has a lot of choices to make, as we all do. And as you read through the book, you're going to run across different options, like right here on this page, what should Danny do? And you get choices, and you get to pick that choice and go to a corresponding page, and it changes your story. Now, my girls loved reading through the story because they picked out all of the correct choices, but then they wanted to go back and pick out all of the wrong choices, which made for a really fun story, plus a learning opportunity to see what would happen if they made the wrong choice. If you are working on behavioral situations with your kids and how to correspond with it, this is a great learning tool for that, and it opens up some doors for talking with your kids about the situations they might run into when they're going through their day. My kids wanted to read this every night, so every night we would do one story, and then the next night they would change it up and do a different story and make different choices. So it's a really fun interactive book, and it's just like the Choose Your Own Adventure. So What Should Danny Do is a really good one. I highly recommend it. Several of you guys are saying the Narwhals series. I think this one is pretty much known, but just in case, I wanted to include it just because it was unique. I was trying to do lesser known books in this video, but because this one's unique, I thought it was worth a mention. Obviously, we have a couple here. I think we have 4 different stories because they are a favorite in our house. So what's unique about these is that they're written kind of in a comic book form. So kind of, well, this one isn't as much. There you go. As you can see, kind of like a comic book. And so my daughter, who isn't really a fan of reading really long novels or chapter books, she really likes these books. So if you have a child that's just kind of breaking into reading, they're at an established reading level, but maybe they don't really like to read, you might want to try this one because they're just really silly stories and they're getting their reading in. I would say it's definitely not a beginner reader book, even though there's not very many words and it's more a comic book feel. I'd say it's probably a 2nd grader and up book, maybe a 1st grader level, because the words in here are, they're not your easy reader words in it. Definitely love this series. It's really cute. It's kind of fun. And I'm glad you guys reminded me of it and I could add it into my video. I'm also going to put, as I mentioned before, a lot of the ones you guys suggested into the Amazon store because you all had some really great ideas. I want to make sure that I gave you credit for them because I appreciate all of your suggestions. You guys take the time to let me know what you like, and I really, really do appreciate it. So thank you for that, and I'm going to add your books to the list so that others might find them. I also wanted to mention these, which I've shown you guys before, although I wanted to make sure that I mention them because these are really, really interesting finds that were new to me until I put them in a video. So I have 2 different sets here. This first one, these are level readers. So this is a level 1 and we have a level 2 here. This one is lifestyle. What am I talking about? Life cycle of a frog. And this one was in my hand washing video not too long ago. The reason why I wanted to put this in this video because they are unique. These are learning about science. So this one's the life cycle, but it's in that story form, that storybook form. So I like that they combine the story with the learning component of the life cycle. And then in this one, it's the same thing, story form, just a little bit more difficult because it's level 2. You can see we have more paragraphs here, but you're still learning about how germs spread. So it's a really great educational piece and in that storybook form, and that it's leveled reader, so you can have your kids read it depending on what level they are. And I really like that. Very similar to the topics, I have this series, which is from Dr. Seuss. It's the Cat in the Hat Learning Library, which are fabulous, and I had no idea these existed. So if you like Dr. Seuss books, I have this one, which is My Butterfly, and this one is Safari So Good, all about African wildlife. What's unique about these is that it keeps that whole Cat in the Hat kind of rhymey form and storyline and characters, but you're still learning about something. So this one was the life cycle of a butterfly, so you're learning all about butterflies in that kind of fun, whimsical Cat in the Hat way. So I really like that. And then this one talks about African safari animals. There are so many different ones in this series, so if these two topics aren't what you want to learn about, then you can find something else, but I just think they are so well done, and if you like those traditional Dr. Seuss books, then you're probably going to like these, and heck, you could even use this when you're learning about Dr. Seuss, why not? But anyway, I just thought these were just really good finds, and I had to include them in my must-have on your bookshelf list because they are unique and they are different. Several people also mentioned the Don't Push series. I think this is a great series as well, so I wanted to give it kind of a special mention if you're interested in this type of book, because you might want to check it out. Like I said earlier, if you have a favorite book, tell me. I'm always looking for good suggestions. Just write it down below in the comments so other people can see it too, and we can help each other out. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.